Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam from the Soul of Stella with another pick a card reading for you today. And this one is all about crossroads, okay? We're going to try and get as specific as possible about who should I give my heart to. This person, okay? For each pile, it's going to be this person is who you should give your heart to, not this person. And we're going to get as much detail for each side so that if you're ever watching tarot and you're like, okay, I'm clinging on to, I know someone that has brown hair and she mentioned brown hair, it must be that person. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can really get carried away, especially when we subconsciously want it to be someone, or if our ego wants it to be someone, or if it would be easy to just stay in this pattern that I'm in. Okay, well, spirit must be telling me that I have to stay with this person and that everything's going to work out. Okay, we want to get as clear as possible so that we can kind of take the rose-colored glasses off so that you don't fool yourself into thinking that tarot is trying to tell you to go against your gut. Okay, I just want to get as clear as possible, remembering that this is still a collective general reading for each and every pile, so please only take what resonates. But if they don't fit the description 50% or more for this person, not this person, then it's not them, okay? If you're trying to force this person to be the person that you have on your mind, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? And I really do have to make a whole video on trusting your intuition and like a disclaimer, okay, of when you watch tarot videos. But hopefully that makes sense. We're going to dive into it. I'm sure you'll pick it up as you go along. But yes, let's just go with it. Crossroads is the video. Who should I give my heart to? This person, not this person. Okay, this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. Take a moment to ground yourself. Obviously, think about your own situation right now. You don't necessarily have to think of the people involved, but just think of your heart and how you want your heart to be received. And maybe this person doesn't even exist in your life just yet, so be open to that being a possibility in the reading as well. And once you've got your pile picked, the description, the timestamps are in the description below. Click on that and I'll see you in your reading. I like that. Pile number 1. Okay, so we're starting off. This is your reading all about crossroads, okay? Who should I give my heart to? This person? Definitely not this person, okay? We're going to address who this person might be, whether they exist already in your life or not, or whether spirit is actually saying, this person's coming, so like, be patient, wait for this person, do not go with this person. Because I think we are so, I mean, speak for yourself, Sam, but it's very easy to wear rose-colored glasses when it comes to love, okay? And it's very easy to fall into ego traps. It's very easy to fall into, especially like the soulmate story or the twin flame story, and actually get yourself hurt and not trust and listen to your intuition. So what I'm saying is, if this person isn't 50% as accurate as the person that you have in mind, or the person that you would prefer compared to this person, then it's not a fit, okay? So we don't want you to watch, or we don't want you to choose a pile where it doesn't fit for you, okay? We don't want anything to feel forced, okay? So we're going to cover who's this person worth waiting for, and who is definitely not the person you should be giving your heart to, okay? And like I said, if this person does not exist right now, we're going to talk about when they might be coming in. Okay. All right. So this is the card that is giving your overall heart space energy. Okay. I wanted to just tap into your heart space first, because who should I give my heart to? We need to know your heart. It feels like you really want a commitment. You really want someone to be your special person. And you also want to be seen as someone's special person. We kind of get the vibe here, pile number 1, where you're like, I want someone to claim me, to be like, mine. And they'll do, you know, anything, or they'll do the things in public that define or that tell people, look, they're with me, you know, make you feel special. Just a little hold around the back, a little hold on the hand, you know, telling people, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my partner, you know, and being proud to say that about you. So let's dive into Who should I give my heart to? Let's talk about this person. This is the person you should give your heart to, whether you have to wait for them or whether they're already here. Okay, let's start with the yes person. Okay, that's probably the better way to put it. The yes person. Who is the person that pile number one should give their heart to? Oof. Who is the person that pile number one should give their heart to? That's too many. Who is the person that pile number one? Very clearly, thank you. Whoa, that is an interesting read. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Look, the reason I'm like disturbed by this is it says gambler and bully, okay? But let's read into this in a positive light, because obviously if you're at a crossroads and we're talking about definitely not this person, you should consider giving your heart to this person. We want to understand why they would get cards like this. But the gambler is someone who is willing to follow their intuition even when others doubting like them to do so. Very much full energy, okay? So someone who's like, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith here. I'm going to bet on pile number one, and I'm going to make sure people know that pile number one is mine, okay? It's taking a leap of faith towards you, regardless of the consequences. And I think with this bully energy, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay, so you can see that that's a light attribute of that card. Okay, it's confronting your own fears that might be bullying this person into thinking they can't have love or they can't have pile number one. They might be someone who kind of hangs back a little bit and considers things from all angles, and maybe they're in their head a little bit because they think that they don't deserve you or that they're somehow intimidated by you, until they feel that push to just go for it, okay? Until they feel, no, you know what? I need to overcome my inner bully and go for it, okay? That's what I'm getting. And like I said before, with this card, the mine card, this feels like someone who isn't going to necessarily bully, because I really dislike that attitude, but this person is going to make sure that other people, potentially this person that you probably, definitely should not give your heart to, isn't trying to claim you or isn't trying to, you know, come onto you when they're with you, okay? There's a strong sense of loyalty. There's a strong sense of commitment. There's a strong sense of attachment. And when you're my person, pile number one, you're my person, you know? No one else is going to, it's a protective kind of energy. No one else is going to come in between us. No one else is going to, you know, touch you that way, you know, that kind of thing. They're really kind of, and it's possessive kind of energy, but I think it's coming from a good place. It's coming from a good place where they, and you might really dig that, okay? Pile number one, like I kind of feel you on that. If you've been hurt that many times and you're just like, I want someone who is that into me, that if anyone else comes along, they're not going to be aloof about it. They're not going to be like blasé about it. They're actually going to stand up and say, hey, like, can you please get your hands off my partner? Like, I find that really inappropriate, that kind of behavior, okay? So let's get a bit more information on this person. Who is this person that pile number one should really consider giving their heart to? Who is this person for pile number one? Who is this person? Whoa, we've got some movement in the house. Yeah, like I said, there could be very much a wallflower who then has an epiphany and goes, holy, I need to claim. Something about claim. And some of you might get the ick by that. I am so sorry, but it's just this person's energy. But I'm feeling like they're coming across as the nicest possible person, like in that sense. Okay, with the claim energy, it's like they really just want to lock you down. Do you know what I mean? In a how do I say this? Spirit, help me out here. That I really think they want to make you feel safe. Pile number one, your person that you really should consider giving your heart to over someone who isn't right for you, look, there's someone who makes it known. They make it known. They may be a wallflower for a little while. They really might be, because I think they're up in their head and they're bullying themselves about their worthiness of deserving you, because I think they see you as someone quite, I just heard prestige again, strange kind of language coming from this group, but I think they see you as kind of luxurious. They see you as expensive. They see you as perhaps elegant, okay? Someone who has a lot going for them, and someone that they've always hoped they would find, okay? And I think they're really wanting to come through when they do, okay? And I think they're bullying themselves because of insecurities, of things that they've been in their own head about, and they may have done a lot of healing, okay, from past hurts. And that's why they're like, okay, I'm going to take this risk, because I really feel I have to be honest with myself, and I have to be honest with pile number one, and I want to come through as smart, okay? The smart choice. Isn't that interesting? We're talking about making a choice here between two people, and this person is coming through saying, pile number one, make the smart choice, choose me, okay? Choose me because I'm going to tell you straight down the line that I really like you and I would like a commitment with you. That I'm not gonna be backwards in coming forward, okay? I'm going to be the one that says, I'm here, let's do this, let's have a connection. You know, I feel inspired by you. I've been looking for someone like you my whole life. I've perhaps dreamt about you. I find you like a miracle standing before me here. And I think this person is very aware of you. They may already be watching you or talking to you on social media, okay? Some kind of surveillance there. But I think they like to have a chat. So they could come across as a friend, okay? They could come across as observing for a little while. They've got great communication skills. They're very curious about you. And this is why they're really overcoming. And there's a sense of mystery to you as well with this like purple in the background here. And you're commanding, okay? You've got a commanding presence. It's almost like you walk through the door and heads turn. People kind of gasp, okay? It's that kind of energy. And whether you think you are beautiful or not, that's got nothing to do with it. This is an energy. This is an aura. Like, I own your own energy, and I think that you may have been doing some healing as well, because to want to be someone's, you have to be in a place of being ready for that, okay? And it's not for everyone. So if you're not resonating with any of this so far, you know, you may want to choose another pile. But if we're covering someone that you have on your mind in the definitely not this person, okay, when we get to this part of it, then this is what you may have to look forward to, okay? Someone who is actually not going to be bullying you, but I think that they won't take no for an answer at first. They're going to be quite relentless. They're going to be quite persuasive, and not in a sleazy kind of way, okay? I feel like it's someone who knows what they want and they know they want to get it, okay? Mine, it's very much matching your energy, okay? And I think you appreciate that. They want to know more about you. They're very, very curious about you. And there's a sense of like, they will send you messages, but there's a sense of like you make them want to be a better person, okay? And they're willing to take that risk. And do you know, it's so interesting because so many people are scared. They will stay in that scared state where they bully themselves into thinking they don't deserve what you've got, because they're not willing to do the work on themselves. Whereas I feel this person has started to do the work on themselves, maybe had a whole spiritual like soul searching moment or period of their life. And in fact, they're like, do you know what? I'm so confident about the fact that I am willing to keep working on myself and that I could have a really amazing soul connection with pile number one, that I'm willing to throw it all on the line and say, listen, I think you need to hear me out. I think we'd be a great couple. And I think they're really going to give you like a plan, they're really going to intellectualize it for you and say, this makes perfect sense, don't you think? You know, I think they're really going to use words that speak to logic, okay? And that's amazing. If you're someone who's wanting a lot of heart, I mean, maybe that's why you're swayed to someone that could possibly pop up over here. But I think this person is like, this makes practical sense. This makes logical sense. You know, we would look good together. We would communicate well together, and they value good communication. They also think that you'd be successful together, honestly. What would this person say? What would this person say to pile number one if they actually reached out? What would this person say to pile number one? You were the best thing in my life. The timing just wasn't right for us. Okay, they could have been someone who's had their eye on you for a while, okay? Possibly someone that you've had in your friend circle for a while, and who maybe has made a dash at you before, or who maybe, and I don't want to say it in this way, but overlooked you before. And I think it was because they let their inner bully get the better of them, because you really do, this person really does admire you. And there is something about putting you on a pedestal. And so they may have run scared before, but this person, maybe they're a bit older now. This person has had that introspection. They've got the self-awareness. They've done the, like, they've had to work on themselves. They've definitely had to work on themselves. And I think they're a lot more positive about themselves now. Okay, so that's for someone who feels like they already know this person. If you don't know this person, and this is saying like the timing just wasn't right for us, it's kind of saying like it's not right now. It's kind of saying this might happen later, in a later date, okay? And time is fluid. We need to remember that. Time is fluid. Can we get some physical attributes? Actually, I might do that in a sec. Let's get onto this person. That's what I'm going to do. So, Spirit, who is the person that pile number one should avoid at this crossroads? Who is the person that pile number one should avoid? Samaritan and Mother. Okay, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Okay. So someone with a bit more of a feminine quality, although they could be a parent. They could be a nurse, okay, or a doctor or something like that. Someone who, or like a disability support worker, something like that. Someone who does good work, and so they seem like a good person, right? Straight off the bat, they seem like a good person. And isn't that interesting that this person with these archetype cards shows up like that, and this person shows up like that? And yet this is the person you need to avoid. Very interesting, Spirit. Tricky, tricky. Okay. Tell us more about this person that pile number one should be avoiding. Who is this person that pile number one should avoid? Who is this person? That's so many. I'm actually going to take that and that. Who is this person that pile number one should avoid? One more. Who is this person that pile number one should avoid? I just heard you already know like 3 times. You already know, you already know, you already know. So this is exactly why I wanted to do this reading, because sometimes when we're watching tarot and we hear one thing that we latch onto, we can confuse ourselves about, oh, I should follow that because that tarot reading told me that the green-eyed person that plays in a band is my soulmate. Okay, this is really like asking you to use your discernment. And if this person or this person isn't 50% or more, like ideally more than 50% accurate of the people that you're thinking about, then we don't want you to take it at all. Do you know what I mean? We really want you to understand that Spirit isn't trying to purposely confuse you, but the energy that you bring to a reading can definitely have an effect on this kind of what shows up for you. Okay, I actually want to get, what would this person say to pile number 1. If they actually spoke up, what would this person say to pile number 1 if they spoke the truth and spoke up? Oh, come on. I got really hot. Okay, so you could be very attracted to this person. I wish things could be different. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Very much giving X energy, okay? But like I said, we just want to like use our discernment here. So if this is someone that you haven't actually been with, this could be a friend that wronged you, that hoped they had a chance with you. But this person is coming up as someone who is ambitious in their job, who may have given you a gift of some sort or lent you money or something like that. Maybe they shouted you a beer or something like that. And that was them trying to make a move on you. Or if this is yet to happen, okay, because time is fluid, then they're kind of doing like, they're trying to give you one little offer and then they're straight into like, hey, pile 1, we should make this a thing. Like they're really like, maybe they just meet you and it's their shout and they think they're a hero for it. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting, okay? They think they're a hero and so they're like, I'm in. You know, this action energy towards you is very like full force. And I think it's kind of coming across as too soon and it's coming across as flippant, casual. They're not getting to know you first is what I'm understanding. They have a very ambitious attitude towards kind of like getting you, okay? Then we've got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Cups, okay? So I think that this person has a bit of a skewed desire for you, a bit of a skewed desire for you. I feel like this person may look at you as a bit of a rebound, okay? I have to say it because they're acting very fast and they're coming through like with this small offer and they're like, how about it? You know, that gives me major ick. And I think this person is still very wounded from something. And although they want the true and happy family life and happy joy, bliss and, you know, couple, partnership, possibly a family, and they want all that, I think this person has not healed and they're just kind of fools rush in kind of energy here, okay? Where we had this Fool card here, this person was kind of stopping themselves for a little minute, okay? They were taking a pause and then they were coming in, okay? Because they observed you and they were actually being quite self-critical. Whereas this person, I feel, is coming in like, look, I'm a good person. I have this amazing job or I do this for society, okay? I did this in my past relationship and they may have, you know, been a provider in their past relationship and they're almost like looking for forgiveness and wishing things could be different in their love life, but they're looking for forgiveness from love without actually asking for forgiveness from the person who perhaps they wronged in the past or the situation hasn't even had time to have settled in this person's heart, and this person is just rushing forward after a painful ending, hoping that they're going to achieve this with you in one swoop, okay? It feels like there's something about winning you over. It's something about it's almost like if I can bed them faster, okay? There's that kind of energy. The faster I go, then I'm going to like confuse pile number 1 into thinking that they have this with me, you know, and it's quite anxious. And I think this person needs to pull all the swords out of their back. It's like, slow your horses, mate. Like that kind of energy, like whoa up. They're going to come on a little too hot. This is the kind of person that's probably going to tell you all about the like family and marriage and what they want you to wear at the wedding on the first date, okay? They take you out for a drink, a coffee, okay? It's something small, but they take you out, they pay for it, and they're planning your wedding, okay, on the first date. And you're just like, okay, confusing. But they might actually talk to you about how they had to run away from this other relationship that was causing them so much anxiety and pain, and you know, and they sit there at this date or across the table from you at the pub or something where you just innocently meet them and they've given you this whole story about their previous relationship, but they're still like, so how about it, pile number one? I think it's you and me. I think it's our turn. And you're just like, okay, too much. Okay, before I get some physical attributes, I just want to get a few more cards on anything else you want to tell me about. Choose this person, pile number one. About the good person, about the better choice. Let's say that, the better choice. What else is at play with the better choice for pile number one? Not today. Okay. Go with a snake. That's that empath, narcissist, heartbroken. What's at play? What else is at play with the not person? Love. I just heard love bombing. Okay. Look, this person has a lot of love to give, but they're not healed at all. And I feel like they're really struggling with the wounds that they've got. And they're projecting, like, even I'm hearing like projecting their ex onto you. You might even look like their ex is what I'm just hearing. Yeah, competition, snake, malice, okay? Keeping your enemies closer, looking over your shoulder, the other woman, okay? You've also got oneness, passion, affection, attraction. They're attracted to you because you look like their ex. I'm getting that. Just had a breakup, just had a separation, feeling abandoned, okay? Possibly getting the silent treatment from their ex. And so they're like, well, I'll show them. Whereas over here, this is an interesting dynamic again. I think this person has boundaries, and boundaries around particularly their own self-awareness and who they give their heart to, because they have been in the used and abused category before, and possibly dealt with a narcissist before. And so they feel like they're taking a big risk to even love again. Okay. And I think that's why this person is coming across with not today, because they do pause before they take the risk. Okay. To them, it's a risk to come at you with an offer of love because of who you are. But this person does not hold back and actually should. And it's interesting because you might even consider that this person is taking too long. Okay, this person might be taking too long to come around, but they want to make sure that they're not bringing their pain into this. They don't want to bring the baggage onto you. Okay, that is really high level. That is like, we want the people who are healed. Okay, so that's beautiful energy. And this person with the star energy, they want to come through renewed. They want to come through as a new person, as an up-leveled person themselves, okay? And I think they've really done the grieving, whereas this person is still very fresh in their pain from their previous relationship. This is like, don't bleed on the people who didn't cut you energy. And this is, I'm going out to get sweet revenge, which feels very sick. It's sick revenge, in my opinion. And what Spirit just said anyway. So, okay, let's get some physical characteristics on the better option. Please, Spirit, some physical characteristics of the better option. Facial hair, green. It could be green eyes, green hat, green clothing, and statement hair. Okay, so maybe it's long, and that's unusual for like the type that you go for. They could have colored hair. It could really stand out to you. Okay, they could be a Leo. They could have lots of hair. Can we get a few characteristics for the, please don't pick this person, pile number one. Yeah, hot, hot, hot. Yeah. Did I not say that before? This person is attractive because I got hot. That's why I said it. I actually got all hot under the collar. Okay, so this person might seem like a great option. Dramatic, yeah. Look, that could be their eyes. It could be their facial features. It could be their gestures, okay? One more. Physical characteristics for the not person, please. File number one, the not person. Okay, they want to give us more. This person's dramatic. They're loud. They're androgynous in some way, okay? So there is like, if this person is a masculine, there is something kind of feminine about them and it does stand out. And that's what makes you think like this person could work because they understand my feminine, if you are a femme looking for a masculine, and thick, okay? So they may be muscly or they may, you know, be the good kind of thick that we all love, okay? So that's interesting. I want to get some advice for you though, because I don't want to just leave you there. All right. Some advice in this situation for the crossroads that pile number 1 may find themselves at when choosing between these two people. Some advice. Big happy changes. If you've been waiting for this person to come around and this person shows up in the meantime, there's a sense of patience here and knowing that your big wish fulfillment is going to be filled. If you haven't already watched my pick a card video on what big happy changes are coming your way, then I recommend you do that because that card always reminds me of that reading. Advice for pile number 1 when choosing between these two people in this scenario and the crossroads that pile number 1 finds themselves at. That might be all. Nope. If you believe, look, yes, as much as this person looks at you with a sense of awe and just magnetism, right? They're really drawn to you, but they're holding themselves back because they have a level of respect for you and they want to make sure that they're coming across in the best possible light. You also have to believe that you are worthy of that. That's the whole point of a reading like this. Is, okay, I want you to see that sometimes we can fool ourselves into thinking this is all we deserve. And I don't want tarot to tell you that. I want you to tap into your intuition when you choose your piles and when you watch readings like this to use your discernment and know, look, I know if I'm really honest with myself what the best choice is for me, okay? And I believe I can get what I'm asking for and I do deserve the big happy changes that I'm asking for, okay? So that is this person would be a potential for someone you should give your heart to, and definitely not this person, okay? So I hope this was useful. Please let me know in the comments below. And good luck to you, pile number 1. I salute you. All the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, this is your reading all about if you are at a crossroads, who should I give my heart to? And the reason I want to do this and define this person would be worthy of giving your heart to, not this person, and define the characteristics of each of those people is so that when you watch tarot readings and you feel yourself getting confused because the reader mentions 1 or 2 things that define someone you're having a situationship with, and so you think, oh, that's my soulmate and I just stay with this person and I need to see where this goes because the tarot reader said so. This is kind of helping you to use your discernment, use your intuition, and what I'm trying to get you to see here is if someone isn't 50% or more represented and it doesn't resonate as 50% or more, then it's not your person, okay? Or it's not your pile, or it's not the reading for you, okay? And it's really important to remember the energy that you show up to a reading with. So if you're frustrated and you're super confused and you're down in the dumps and you're focusing on one person in particular and the pain they're causing you, of course that person's probably going to show up, or that energy, you're going to look for it. It's like the reticular activation system, okay? You see a yellow car and you think about the yellow car, and then all week you see yellow cars everywhere, okay? Because your activation system has been like set on alert to see that, okay? So with that said and done, I hope I've described that. This is your energy, okay? Because we're tapping into who should I give my heart to, I wanted a card to represent your heart at this point in time. And you've got the sip energy, okay? So this is someone you feel a little bit trepidatious about opening your heart space completely. This is like a cup, right? And the cups in tarot obviously represent emotions. And if we're talking about the Ace of Cups, it's one cup and it might just be reaching the tippy top, okay? The level of water is just reaching the tippy top. And so you're taking like a little sip out of the top because you don't want your heart to completely flow over and open up for someone just yet, okay? So it does give me the impression that you've maybe been a little bit hurt and you're just wanting to have a sip of love again, just to like test the waters and see where this could go, okay? So you are coming across as someone maybe a little bit sensitive at this point in time, and someone that needs some nurturing. And if anyone's going to open your heart back up, number two, pile number two, it needs to be someone who is worthy of your full cup of overflowing love. I think you have a lot of love to give, and that's possibly why you feel like a little bit burned, okay? Like some of the water spilled over and it was wasted. So let's get into this person. And by this person, I mean, this is the better option, okay? Because who should I give my heart to, Sam? Well, Spirit says this person would be a good option, but definitely not this person, okay? So on this side, we're doing, this would be a good option. Definitely not this person. Hope that is clear. So let's get this person. Let's get the better option. What would be the better option? Who is pile number two? Who is their better option? Let's talk about them. Who is the better option? Who should pile number two give their heart to? And if this person does not actually fit anyone you know or are dealing with right now, then this person may not even be in the picture just yet. And so Spirit is saying, here's what you have to look forward to. Look for this kind of person, okay? Wait, they're coming, okay? But if you already know them, make sure it resonates 50% or more before you buy into it, okay? That's kind of the message. Okay, so we have Child, Eternal, and King. Okay, cool. So this feels like someone who is determined to remain young at heart, okay? Mind, body, and spirit. They see things with fresh eyes. They're excited. They're excitable. They're playful. They're a lot of fun to be around. But also, they know how to take charge when they need to, okay? They feel quite grounded. They feel like someone who potentially has built a life for themselves and a kind of life where they've allowed for play, okay? So they're someone who is a good leader, someone who benefits those around them, okay? So they might be a father figure, or they might be a parent. They might have children already, okay? But I think that this is someone who is potentially quite generous and generous with their energy as well. Generous with their energy is a big thing here. Can you tell me more about the person that is a yes, a better option for pile number two, please? This person is busy. Busy. Let me tell you more about this person. Yeah. I think this person has been through it and they just have not let that steal their joy. Okay? This person has been through it, but they are not letting it steal their joy. And the reason I see that is because you've got the Queen of Wands here. You've got the King here, which is giving me King of Pentacles vibes, okay? So there are someone who's coming across as stable, grounded, passionate. They're all the good things about someone who has leveled up their life, okay? And I think they have a good balance of feminine and masculine energy. Someone that can get things done, but someone who's also very creative, very charismatic, very vivacious. They give people energy. And they are like the life of the party. They know when to sit down and be like, you know, a receiver of energy, but they also know how to give out energy. This person is very practical. This person is coming through as someone who is taking slow and steady steps towards you, pile number two. And that is quite interesting because here you are trepidatious. And so you're wanting, I feel, someone who is a bit more grounded. This would be an attractive option for you. Someone who is a little bit more grounded, someone who has a decent job or a decent career, or they might own their own business, someone that commands attention in the best possible way and has leadership over their own life. Like they kind of led themselves first, self-motivated, self-assured, okay? someone that knows what they want. Also, like, I feel like this person definitely is a social butterfly. There's life of the party energy here, but they also know when to have a night in and get work done, you know, burn the midnight oil. You know, they come across as someone quite busy with this 10 of Wands. They've got a lot on their plate, got a lot of projects underway. And that's why they probably like to work hard, play hard, okay? Because this person is dealing with a lot. But I also think they've been through it, okay? They've really been through it, and they know that their unstable past, okay? And I'm saying that in a way of like what they previously built did crumble. So they've been humbled, okay? And this is a king that isn't about to show up with entitlement, okay? This is a king that is like, I've done the work on myself to rebuild not just my castle and my throne, but rebuild my own confidence and remember who the heck I am in this process. I didn't lose myself in this process. So this is a very interesting person. I'm quite attracted to this person, to be honest, pile number 2. But let's see what this person would say to you if they took the chance. Look, I feel like they're going to come towards you with something committed, like an offer that is committed, and it might seem quite conservative at first, and that actually feels like it would suit you right now, okay? They're quite pragmatic, practical, reliable. They're coming across as someone reliable, even though they know how to have fun, okay? So I'm seeing like you guys could have a really nice life together, and they might even see you as the Queen of Wands if you resonate with that energy, someone who is as equally vivacious as them, okay? And they might have a determination to come towards you because of that. I love you unconditionally. I love that for you. This person is very clear cut. Honestly, the upheavals and chaos that they've had in their life, they've really like matured, is what I would like to say. They've really matured. I look for you everywhere. Yeah, I think this person is looking for their counterpart, okay? And that's why I'm getting they may see you as a queen. You came closer than anyone, okay? So, look, if they don't get a chance to be with you, they're really going to say that, okay? And I think that they will remain in their sense of poise, but they're just going to be thinking, dash. That was a weird, like, mix between damn and dang. Yeah. They're going to be a little bummed if they can't have you, if they can't be in a relationship with you. And I think that's why they're coming through as like hardworking. Let's make this a plan. Like, let's go on a couple of dates and see how it goes. But I actually want you to know that you feel safe with me. You know, I've built myself on a strong foundation here. I'm willing for my life to shift to like allow you space in my life, okay? And I do think that this person has been looking for someone like you. And they may actually appreciate your, not timidness or standoffishness, but just your, how would I say it? Your reserved nature. And it's not reserved, it's more that you're kind of just not putting up with any BS. You're really like, you've got boundaries and you're not looking for anything casual. You're like, this is like you kind of putting out your thing saying, look, or if you're open to something casual, you're like, I actually want to see, I'm not going to make a commitment to someone unless I really see that I can trust this person. They really value and respect that, because I don't think this person gets to see much of that. As an equal, there's something equal about that, okay, for this person. And I think because this person might have to be quite reserved when it comes to protecting themselves from old foundations or old patterns or old trauma, or people that just want to come in and like really mess up their life because they're so busy, they kind of don't have time for it, okay? And so I'm sensing that this person, that's why they want to come through slow and steady, because they've got a lot to lose. And I think they understand that you have been through that, and you understand, I've got a lot to lose, but I also have a lot to give. And so I want to trust someone before I completely let my guard down. It's almost like this person sees like a prenup in you, that's your expectation of them, okay? Not their expectation of you, but like you're kind of looking at it like, well, I would need a prenup in order for me to like be committed to someone. Not that you would, but it's like that kind of energy where you just need proof. I need proof. All right, let's have a look at the definitely not this person, pile number 2. Please don't pick this person. Who is that for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Who is the person that they really should avoid? Who is the person that pile 2 should be avoiding in this crossroads? Who is the person that pile number 2 should be avoiding? Oh. Storyteller and artist. I just heard con artist, okay? Hui, yay, yay. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Making up tales that harm others. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. Okay, and I said that in that language because I am an artist, and you know, symbols not always fact, okay, and I deal with symbols in my everyday life. Using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist. That's why I said symbolically like that. Posing to elicit pity. Okay, this person might really come across as the kind of person that if you're going on a date with them, they're like, yeah, I have this great idea. I don't know why I say it like this. I have this great idea, but I just haven't had anyone invest in me, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm so hard done by, you know, that kind of, they're not actually going to get up and do it themselves. Look, and I write poetry, so I guess you could call me a storyteller, and I am an artist. So I really get when people aren't self-starters, and they wallow, okay? This is someone really wallowing in self-pity. This is someone who really wants someone to come along and save them. And that is so starkly different to this person. The energy of this person is flaky, straight up flaky. And I actually am already like, I just want to roll my eyes. I already just want to like skedaddle. Like I want to turn away. That's the kind of energy this person is giving off. Is like, okay, grow up. You know, it's that kind of vibe where you might at first be quite enthralled, okay? Especially if this person is quite a comedian with their storytelling and, you know, quite dramatic with their body language and stuff like that. And they might appear quite quirky and exotic and interesting and, you know, unlike anyone I've ever seen before or heard about before, and they've lived such an amazing life and they've got all this talent and potential. And look, they may have oodles of talent, 100%. But I think this person is really in the shadow attributes of these cards. Really like mistreating others, telling porcupines, that kind of person, just to get their own, like, to get a means to an end, okay? And this person is really coming across as someone so grounded, so honest, so straightforward. You know, no time for BS. And this person is like, I'm all about the BS. Like, let's just sit and wallow in it. Which you really don't need right now, okay? Pile number 2, you really don't need right now. And it can be very easy when you're trying to heal from something and you're just trying to open your heart again for you to go, well, they seem harmless, you know? This is someone that I could grow with, and they feel like they're in a hard place too. Maybe we could like grow together and grow in strength together. It's very easy to do that. So I can see the appeal. Tell us about this person. Yeah, the Fool, the High Priestess, the 8 of Cups. Yay. One more card about this no person. Definitely not this person. Tell me more. Oh, I'm going to put that up there, actually. Look, I think you're going to find out about this person. You may have a strong inkling about this person straight away, but I'm going to actually read this as their energy, okay? I think this person knows more than they're letting on, and that's why they feel manipulative, okay? They feel like if they feel like one of those posers that will pose with spiritual knowledge And they may know a lot about spirituality and soulmates and twin flames. And, you know, they'll ask you what your zodiac is, and you'll feel really connected to this person. They'll use all the right language. And I really think they're trying to tap into your soft space, okay? They're trying to get into your heart space and trying to pull the wool over your eyes, okay? With this moon energy in reverse, you know, normally that talks about clarity. But I think that this person knows exactly what they are doing to trick you into not following your intuition, okay? Not actually listening to what you know best. And they may see you. They really may see you as someone really powerful. They may see you as a divine feminine. They see you as mysterious, but they want to come across as more mysterious or equally as mysterious as you, so that you can feel like this is safe for them to take, like safe for you to take a leap towards this person. This person feels like a downright fool though, okay? Because at the end of the day, they're only fooling themselves. With this kind of like truth exposed, I think very quickly you will see that this person is full of fibs, okay? There is no sunshine coming out over this person. This person is just purposely trying to keep people in the dark about their emotions, their true intentions, and you are going to want to walk away from this person, okay? I have a feeling this person has abandonment issues, that let's hope they get some healing from. This person feels like the kind of person who is a couch surfer, who is a wanderer, a free spirit, and that's amazing for them. That's amazing for them. But I'm feeling like they are using this persona and the life that they live, and I think they're fueling this carefree life that they live through hurting other people and through misleading other people. And by ignoring what talent they may have, they're keeping themselves in a victim mode. They're keeping themselves in a victim mindset. And so they actually see new people that come into their life as fresh opportunity to act the fool, literally again, to act the fool, literally again. Like they have a tiny amount of baggage. Okay, and I mean in terms of personal belongings, and they just take spontaneous leaps of faith in any direction. Very carefree kind of person, and some people can really live like that. And this is the sad thing about this person, and there is a real sense of sadness with this 8 of Cups. This is when you are unfulfilled in a situation. I think this person is deeply wounded, and I actually do feel sorry for this person because I know people like this in my life, and I actually feel very sorry for them. And yes, I have tried to help people like this as well. If you're someone with a big heart who has given before, and perhaps you've been the empath before, then this is the kind of narcissistic energy where you look at someone and you're like, they have so much talent. They actually know a lot about spirituality that they could use to their benefit and use to heal. But instead, they use their spontaneous nature, whereas this person is spontaneous too. Child eternal. Spontaneous. This person is spontaneous to the point of looking like a freaking fool, because they won't actually tap into that sacred knowledge. They won't actually utilize that sacred knowledge that they have and release fear that they have. And instead, it's revealed, it's like they burn bridges wherever they go, because they're just in this perpetual cycle of wandering and victim mindset and posing and, you know, playing with other people's emotions, really, making up tales. And they just live like this, like like a phony, like a BS artist, to be honest, like a big phony. And I feel really sad for them, honestly. But I think that it's very easy to be fooled into not trusting your own intuition with this person. Very easy. Tell me what this person would say to pile number 2 if they had the chance. What would they say? What could we expect from the not a good match person? I'm starting to understand our connection. Yeah, they're going to say stuff to you like, oh, I just had a feeling you were coming along. Like really like icky stuff. I knew exactly what I was doing. Stop. Did we not just say that? Okay, I think this person's really going to like try and woo you through their self-pity, but also through their, but I dreamt about you, like I've always wanted you. And they might actually say that kind of stuff really quickly. All right, I want to get anything else that is at play for this person. The runner, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. What else is at play with the yes person, with the better option person, please, Spirit? What else is at play? Wedding rings, not enough. What else is at play with the no option, please, Spirit? What else is at play with the no option? Karmic, Cupid's arrow. I'm going to take that one as well. Mask. Yep. All right, let's look at this person first. I think this person... this person really doesn't have time for look, I think this person has leveled up their life because they don't have time for the person they used to be, okay? And now they've had to level up their own attitude and actually humble themselves, okay? With that tower moment, I said that they may have lost everything and they had to rebuild it from scratch, and it humbled this person's ego. I really think they don't have time to replay the same scenario, okay? And that's why they're coming forward as very straightforward, because they may actually have a really in-depth understanding of what true love and unconditional love is really all about now, because they may have played the parts they're ashamed of, okay? Thinking that they weren't enough, lacking confidence because of situations, whether it was in work or love, having fear and ego and jealousy get in the way, and then running as a result of not getting what they want, okay? But I think they've really had to ground themselves here. And I think that's because it's interesting, because you've got the 10 of Wands and the runner, and it feels like this is someone who perhaps ran from their responsibilities at one stage, and that there's almost a sense that they take on too much, a little too much now, because they are not wanting to repeat the patterns of being someone who isn't responsible. They're highly responsible, okay? So this could be like Capricorn energy for sure, just because of that work kind of element that's coming into it. Interesting. But they could also be Aries, because like the ego side of Aries, or the shadow aspect of Aries, is really in their ego. And if you think of like the entrepreneur card, the emperor card, who is, you know, the king could be an emperor, right? That's an entrepreneur. That's the Aries energy. That is someone who, in their ego, they take on too much. They run from their troubles. They don't take responsibility for everything. They bit off more than they can chew kind of energy. So Capricorn or Aries kind of energy coming from this person, but it could be anything. And then I've got wedding rings, and this person is serious now. That's why they want unconditional love, because they've done the work on themselves, and now they're like, look, I'm looking for commitment. And I'm not going to be backwards in coming forward about that. I'm looking for everlasting promise. I want union. I want marriage, that kind of energy. Whereas this person over here feels like they would be a karmic relationship if you entered into it. And I think that they are really shooting their shot quite quickly with you, with that full energy. This is someone who's kind of like love bombing, okay? That's really what I get from this person. Love bombing you, saying all the right things, coming through with that like faux spirituality nonsense, and not showing up who they authentically are. If they were really honest with themselves, they would admit that they're not happy with their emotions, and they're not actually happy with where they're at in their career, and they wish that they could turn that around and actually keep living this carefree life, but support myself so that I can support someone else and actually earn the love of someone like you, pile number 2. And I think they're just kind of jumping for you, hoping that they can fool someone else, you know, oh, this is another person I can like string along for a while. And they may even be, this is the saddest part, they may even be doing this unconsciously, so subconsciously, like not even aware of their own behavior, until someone like you would come along and be like, you really hurt me. And, you know, hopefully that person would go on and change. People can change. All right, let's get some advice for you, pile number 2. Advice for pile number 2 at this crossroads in love. when it comes to choosing between this person and that person. You're ready. Look, oh, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Don't stop. Look, don't stop trusting in love. Forgive yourself and other people who hurt you, okay? You're ready to be able to have that little bit more of a sip of love and let your heart overflow again, especially if you meet someone like this, okay? So if you know who this person is and Spirit is saying, prob's not a good idea, okay? But you're looking at this person and you're thinking, I don't know who they are. Forgive, trust that they're coming. You are ready for it. Don't stop looking for them, okay? They're coming. They're coming. You're ready for a higher level love. And with a little bit of self-forgiveness, you'll be able to open up to this person here and be able to use your best judgment, tap into your intuition, okay? Don't just listen to the lady that reads tarot, and know and receive the love that you deserve, pile number 2. So I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comments below. Take really good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This one is all about crossroads, okay? Who should I give my heart to? This person, not this person, okay? So we want to tap into your intuition using your spirit team, remembering that this is a general collective reading still, and determine who is the person that is a best fit for you over the person that is really someone you should avoid, okay? So if you're at a crossroads in love, even if you don't know who this person is when I start clarifying who they are through spirit, even if it's not someone that you recognize right now, this may be your indication that it's definitely not this person, but this person hasn't even entered your life yet, pile number 3, and this is the person you should wait for. This is the person you should look out for. And it's not that I expect you to sit around waiting for them, but this is the person that you should be like aiming for, okay? So we're going to get as much detail as possible. But this reading is here to teach you to tap into your intuition when it comes to tarot readings, so that you don't just hear 1 or 2 things and go, oh my gosh, that means I have to stay with this toxic person because the tarot reader told me so, that they're going to be my soulmate. I really want you to see the difference and kind of clarify, especially the murky love waters where you're like, gosh, is this as good as it's going to get? Or is there someone better? And if you're at that crossroads of should I stay or should I go, which I have a video on as well, you'll be able to kind of say, well, if this person matches 50% or more of the qualities, traits, etc. of the person that you may be dealing with, or is one of the options you may be dealing with, and Spirit is really calling them out as not a good option for you right now, then you could trust that, okay? If you feel in your gut instinct that that is true. But then they might also reveal to you someone you haven't considered, or someone who is also an option that is really a better option for you. It's working with Spirit to trust your intuition and take more than 50% of qualities instead of getting hung up on tiny little details and thinking, oh my gosh, I have to hold on to this because that's what Spirit said, okay? And being aware of the energy that we bring to readings so that we don't just keep hearing the same things we want to hear, even though it's not serving our best and highest good. So with all that being said, this is the card that best represents your heart right now, okay? And it says Knight, okay? It's very hard to see on this camera if I tilt it that way. Knight, okay? And the way it's written is very sexy, you know, with that red on the dark background. This is your heart state right now, because we're talking about being at a crossroads. Spirit, who should I give my heart to? This is someone that you think, this is like something that you think about at late at night. This is something that maybe you haven't really revealed to too many people just yet, okay? This might be something that you lay awake thinking about, almost like praying to Spirit, praying to God about, and asking like, please send me my person. Please make it really obvious who I'm dealing with here. And you may also be currently dealing with like a dark night of the soul, okay? So you might be, if you really resonate with this person who shows up as, like, try again, not the best option, then it might explain some of the toxicity that you're entertaining in your life and possibly holding on to in your life. But I think that no matter if there's another person involved with you right now, and you're just looking at two potential options, not involved with them just yet, then you may still identify as someone who is going through a lot, okay? And going through a dark night of the soul where you're actually up leveling and dealing with a lot of past things that you really need to clear out. And perhaps it's just between you and spirit right now, okay? It's just between your mind, body, and soul, and it's not something that everyone knows about, okay? There's a mystery to this. There's also a sense of seductiveness to you. And so with your dark night of the soul, you might be having like a spiritual or sexual awakening, okay? You might be really tapping into that adult energy and using that as a way to express yourself. And maybe like bring yourself back to life is what I just heard as well. So maybe you've been through a period, or you've been in a loveless relationship for a really long time where it felt like night, okay? And so you're kind of wanting to bring some sensuality back to self, and that might mean romanticizing your own life, if you know what I mean. We're not going to get into 18 plus, but there's that kind of energy kind of there as well. A seductress, or someone that's just very in touch with their, or would like to be in touch with their sensual side, okay? And so that might actually be why you're at a crossroads, you know, with this newfound or like revamped kind of self-expression. You really are torn between two people because of the lover kind of energy to it, okay? Because of the sensual energy kind of to it. And you might be actually drawn to someone who isn't the best fit for you. But we're going to look at the person who is the right fit for you first, okay? So Spirit, if pile number 3 is at a crossroad, who should they give their heart to, right? That's the person we're looking at first. Who should they give their heart to? Tell us more about this person. Who should pile number 3, sorry if I said 2, who should pile number 3 give their heart to? What is this person all about? Who are they? Too many, I just want one. Who should they give their heart to? Who should they give their heart to? Interesting that here, I'm going to take both of those. Interesting that healer was the first one to come up, okay? And we were just talking about a dark night of the soul and, you know, needing to heal and using, it says passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Didn't we just say that? Ability to help transform pain into healing. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to alchemize your pain, and this person either does that. They may be a Reiki healer, an energy worker, a massage therapist. They may have done a lot of healing themselves. They're also showing up as child magical. I don't think I've ever actually had this card in an actual video reading, so that's cool. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Okay, yeah, this person has a very strong spiritual side to them. Stop. And priest, who is this person, pile number 3? This person is next level. This person is like a tarot reader, a psychic, a healer, like therapist, psychologist, possibly like a pastor, facilitates spiritual communities, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. This person has a beautiful magical soul, and they've done a lot of work on themselves. They might host retreats. They might be a yoga instructor, something like that. Let's get more information about this person. And this, you might meet this person through the healing that you're doing with your stuff that you're going through, okay? Tell us more about this better option, this yes person. Tell us more about this person, please, Spirit. Who is this person that pile 3 should give their heart to, or should consider? We can't tell you what to do. You have free will. Who is this person they should strongly consider? Okay, Queen of Cups, Chariot, Temperance. Oh, this got healer all over it. Goodness me. 9 of Wands. Look, I think this person has been through their own dark night of the soul. They really have. They've done the work on themselves, okay? They may have really had to tap into their faith. Whatever that is, they may have really had to tap into this healer side of themselves because of their own trauma. This is someone with grit, okay? This is someone who isn't a phony, isn't a fake, you know, that isn't I mean, I felt the need to say like a pseudo healer. That's a weird phrase, okay? But I think this is someone you trust. This isn't someone where you doubt them. This is someone where it's like, this person is authentically telling their story and then teaching through that, okay? This Queen of Cups is someone who has a lot of nurturing, a lot of heart, a lot of like mothering energy, okay? A lot of compassion, someone who's showing up authentically, someone who is showing up as a healer, literally someone who is showing up as a healer, and someone who's had divinity like come into their life, and possibly came into their life at speed, okay? They actually had to like reconcile the light and the dark, or should I say the light and the dark sides of themselves to push themselves forward, to pull themselves out of a bad situation, to actually get in an inflow state so that they could tap back into their intuition, so they could tap back into their compassionate side to keep living. There's a sense that this person really had to overcome some stuff, and that's that they really had to overcome some stuff, and they could have closed themselves off. They could have really had high boundaries and high walls up for a very long time, but I think they really used action and forward movement to draw themselves out of a shitty situation, okay? And I also feel like this person gives you a sense of calm. They give you a sense of peace. They feel very balanced, okay? With this Temperance energy, they feel very balanced. Sagittarius energy strong here, and Cancer energy strong, okay? They feel balanced. They feel like they have purpose, and they have a purpose towards you, okay? I don't think this person is going to try anything that might disturb your peace, okay? This person is coming through wanting to, look, I think they may be on the verge of, or they have been on the verge of giving up on love. And they just thought, well, if I can continue to do the work that I'm doing, then that's going to be my love language, okay? I get that kind of almost at fatigue level from this person, that they're, you know, it's almost like a surrender to their circumstances, okay? That's the kind of feeling that I get. But I think they want to take action towards you. They want to move towards you because they also see warmth in you. They see a sense of themselves in you. And then if there's some kind of leader in a healing group or something like that, they know their boundary. They do know that there's a line that they should not cross professionally. And so I think this person only wants to do this and be very patient with you, if you're into it as well, okay? There is a sense that whatever brings you calm, whatever makes you happy, I'm down to do that. But they do see you as someone who could be a good supportive partner and someone who they would like to get to share their cup of love with. There is a sense of they have a lot to give, and they actually see you as someone with a lot to give. And even if it's like another person that is in the retreat group or something like that, then this might actually take, it might take some patience for this to evolve, okay? So whether they are the leader or whether they are a member of another group or some kind of healing community that you are in, there is a sense that there are boundaries around this, and there is a sense of patience, but there's also divine timing at work with that Temperance energy as well. And that they do see you as someone they can move forward with, okay? What would this person say to pile number 3? Okay, what would this person say to pile number 3 if they had the chance to be authentic? I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, you may communicate with this person in the 5D, telepathically, in a sleep state. My life is not as together as it seems, okay? So this person still has work to do on themselves if they're really honest. And I think that's their authenticity showing through. But the advances that they've had in their own healing is something that is attractive to you. The timing just wasn't right for us. There's that temperance energy and the need to be patient. So I don't think this person's going to try and rush you. Especially if you're going through some heavy stuff, okay? This person is really going to come across as patient. I actually want to dive into the next person, and then we'll come back with a bit more information about this person, okay? So, who is the person that is not the best option? Okay, we've got, who should I give my heart to? Pile number 3, give your heart to this person potentially. Definitely do not give them to this person. Who is this not great option for pile number 3? Tell us about the not great option. Pile number 3. Tell us more about the not great option. Don't go there, pile 3, is what I heard. Don't go there. Wow, you the only group that got 3 of these. Whoa. Interesting. How different. Gosh, these readings have been pretty intense, I've got to say. I'm loving this topic. Okay, you've got detective, vampire, and rebel, and I feel like these are coming out with the shadow attributes for sure. That one actually flipped. So the shadow attribute for a detective is someone who is voyeuristic, okay? They may be keeping tabs on you, spying on you, that kind of stuff, falsifying information, okay? Not kind of giving you the whole truth. With the vampire, this is depleting others. Like, you know when you're around someone and you're like, that person was an absolute energy vampire, and you just want to collapse after being with them, you're exhausted. It's that kind of vibe, like depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining and codependency. And then rebel rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. This person feels really immature. They feel extremely wounded. They feel voyeuristic, okay? So someone who just is surveillance energy, someone who has to spy on their prey. That is so horrible, but that's the energy I'm getting with that vampire. It feels like a bat, like spying on their prey from the shadows until they know that they can come in and swoop with this, like, I don't know, like, look at me behavior. With this rebel, it's like, I'm going to act out so that I get noticed, you know? And I think this person may have had a run-in with the law. With this rebel and detective, it's like this person, this person might be a night owl. They might come alive at night, okay? They might really, that's their life, is they hang out at pubs and clubs and seedy bars and stuff like that. There's that kind of, or they're just someone who like stays up really late at night, getting up to no good, honestly. And like, I'm all for like a good party. I'm all for having a good time, but we're looking at someone who is not a good fit for you, pile number 3. And I think that this person, interesting that I say they might be a night owl. You might come across this person in your shadow, like, expression, okay? So when you feel like letting off steam and you go out and have a party and you go out and have a good night, I feel like you're going to come across this character, this creature of the night, okay? And I think they could really catch your attention. And if you're under like the influence of alcohol or anything like that, there may be it may seem funny at the time that this person is, you know, getting in fights, is what I feel like, really. And they might try and fight someone for you, you know, those kind of peoples that come through as heroes. They want to be heroes. Like, they see someone specifically, there's an example that I have in mind. Someone goes to buy a woman a drink and they're just like a real skis bag, and this person sees it and they're like, no mate, you're not buying her a drink, like, and pushes that person away and throws their drink on the floor and like ruffles their feathers. It's that kind of person who just, and you're like, whoa, oh thanks, I didn't even know that person was kind of being a creeper, and they're coming in wanting to save the day and wanting to stand out. But you know, this person buying you a drink probably was not even trying to harm you in any way, shape or form, and was legitimate, but this person wanted to create a scene that they could get seen in, okay? Interesting person. Okay, tell us more about this not great option that pile number 3 should be avoiding. Tell us about this person, please, Spirit. That pile 3 should really not give their heart to. I'm going to take all of those. 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Death energy. Alright. I think this is the kind of person that has multiple people on a rope. Okay, that's a very interesting phrase. I wouldn't normally say that. Okay. I think this person has really been through some hard times. Of course, I feel like this hurt person is hurting people. That's the energy I picked up straight away. I think this person needs to have a big transformation. They need to have a release, and they're really coming across as living in the death energy. Okay, so someone who kind of comes across as a grim reaper, kind of comes across as that night owl again, someone who is refusing to have their rebirth. Okay, they're really living in that cloaked, they may be really going through some depression. Okay, they may really be struggling with some stuff. Look, they may even have some like actual mental health issues here that they need to address. They're in a crisis mode, okay, and they're living in it. They're almost enjoying it, to be completely honest. This person has the ability to actually step up and grow. With this King of Cups here, I think this person has the ability or the deep, dark desire to be loved and love in return. Okay? I think this person really has a King of Cups at their core. And you might see that. In fact, I just got like an image of someone's really dark eyes. Okay? So again, remember, I'm only talking if you have more than 50% of the qualities of someone that you know, then you can trust, and your intuition is feeling like, okay, that's that person, then you know it's that person. But don't let what I say tell you who it is. It's really, you've got to be discerning about this. I think this person and you clock eyes, and there's something extremely deep and mysterious and potentially dark about this person's eyes that attracts you when you're in your own darkness, okay? When you're in a healing phase of your own, and you can see that there is a well-balanced person deep in there somewhere, or there's someone that wants to come out mature. They want to come out compassionate. They want to come out on top. They want to get out of this space, but they keep living in this loop, okay? This person does not know any better at this point in time. They've had betrayal. They've had failure. They've had loss. They've been left to like bleed out, okay? There's a real sense, and sorry about the graphic imagery there, there's a real sense of exhaustion to this person. And I do think that they have multiple people at play here, but I also think they're the kind of person that uses other people's money to get what they want, okay? Or uses other people's resources to get what they want. And they may have collaborators in this, okay? So they may have friends that enable this situation, and they're actually looking for someone else to enable this situation even more, okay? They might actually get you interested by explaining that they have wounds, okay? Because that's dark and mysterious and you can relate, okay? Maybe you start relating on that level, and then they want to say, I'm looking for someone that I can mature with. I'm looking for someone I can work with. I'm looking for someone to give my heart to. And that might be very attractive, okay? I want to work with you. I want to build something with you. I reckon we'd make a good team. That's the kind of thing you could expect this person to say, okay? But they are, they're going to bring you down, okay? That's the feeling I get. They're really going to bring you down. Codependent financially as well. I think they want to like move into your place, and they're the kind of person that can you loan me $50, like that kind of person, and it never comes back to you. What would this person say? It's time for me to heal now. Look, if they were really freaking honest with themselves, that's what they would be doing. I love you. Look, I think they might say this kind of stuff to you, because if, like I said, if they're revealing their darkness to you, then they're going to say, I love you because I want this, okay? And it's time for me to heal, and we can heal together, okay? But it's like the blind leading the blind. And not saying that you aren't aware of the healing that you need to do, but I do feel like you need to get healing from a place of... computer completely agrees with that. You need to get healing from a place of professional level, or you need to get healing from a place of inner, not taking on someone else's stuff as well, okay? And this person is coming across as someone who has already done the work on themselves. And so very, very polar opposite people here. And it does feel like almost every group has almost had polar opposites, or it's like this was the shadow version of that person and this is the exalted version of this person, okay? I feel like this person is quite young. I feel like this person is a little bit older than them, but you wouldn't know it. Like they're still a beautiful childlike soul, but the difference in behavior between the two people, you'd think this person was a lot younger. This person might be really going through their Saturn return, and this person is at the end of their Saturn return, okay? That kind of vibe, okay? Around 27, 28. But again, only take what resonates. Yeah, and so I really feel like it's easy to have a misery loves company kind of buddy that you can heal together with, whereas this person is like, I don't want to get amongst your business, and I know that you'll have boundaries up because of your healing, so I'm going to be patient, and if you need me to like be patient while you do it, I'm totally okay with that because I've been through it. I know what it takes, okay? This person really has the grit and the goal to stand alone and wait for you rather than pulling you down deeper just so that they can like use you to clamber out of the bowl, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah. It just gives me the heebies. All right, let's get these cards. All right, let's see what else is at play for the yes person. This is the person that pile number 3 should potentially look at giving their heart to. Cupid's arrow, okay. Have faith, love is coming, and mirroring each other, okay. Yeah, I can relate to you. I can relate to you in a positive sense. I can relate to you in a negative sense, okay? So someone who, look, they may reflect your wounds because you're looking at them like, oh, that's where I want to be. You know, that's the kind of person that I like. You might be quite inspired by this person, and there's a surprise meeting possibly with this person. It feels quite destined, okay, with that Temperance energy. Like I said, divine timing. Destiny is at play with this person. Whereas this feels a little karmic, okay? I'm not going to lie. Wedding rings. Yeah, I feel like this person might really love bomb you. But as a way to pull resources with you. An axe. Break up, separation. Stop the pattern. Stop the pattern. Like I said, they're stuck in this loop. They feel abandoned by themselves. They feel abandoned by their higher self because they are refusing to actually tap into that deep energy of someone who gives a crap, you know? They actually don't care enough about themselves to level up. So how are they ever going to care enough about you? Okay, that King of Cups really, it feels like that King of Cups should be in reverse because this person isn't displaying that. I think there's just glimpses of this person having that every now and then. And look, this person may be saying all the right things. Let's heal together. We've both been through the same thing. Let's get married. I want commitment. Let's be in a relationship. I love you. And they're telling you all of this quite quickly. And I think it's because they've really done their research on you. Even if you meet by chance, this person is like getting your details. They're stalking you. They know what kind of person you're about. Maybe you're with a friend and they ask the friend some like curly questions that you don't know about. There's something very like they're giving you false information, but also they're looking at you and really trying to suss you out so that they can say the right things. Gaslighting energy for sure. Okay, let's get some physical attributes of this person over here, please, Spirit. Blonde. That could be hair. It could be even like skin more blonde, if you know what I mean. An attractive smile to you, pile number 3. What else? Physical attributes for the better option. Casual and brown. So might have brown eyes, brown shirt, brown hat. Casual attire, casual vibe to them, okay? Whereas this person over here, some physical attributes of this person. Petite. Okay, it might be their features, their eyes, their overall stature. Their body language, it might even be that of like a vampire. Like they might really like enclose themselves to the point where you go up and ask them, are you okay? That kind of vibe, okay? Androgynous. Okay, so they may have like a very cool way of dressing. And they may wear something like a cape or like a big trench coat, okay? So it looks like, okay. Freckles. One more, please, Spirit. Physical attributes. Physical attributes of the not great option. Physical attributes for pile number 3 is not great option person. I just saw tattoos, like very obviously. And it came out again, so I'm going to take it. Tattoos, lips, and corporate. Okay, so there is something a little bit more buttoned up about this person. I do feel like they're wearing like more dark attire and more like covered, okay? More covered up attire. And it might be because it's at night and it's colder or something like that, but you're really drawn to this person's lips, okay? Their lips are quite expressive, I feel. But like I said, we don't want to just fall for that one thing that you said about that person, so that means it's them. I really want you to test your intuition with this kind of reading. All right, let's get some advice for pile number 3 with this crossroads at love. When dealing with these two people, the potential options. Crossroads in love, pile number 3. The advice, please, for pile number 3. The advice here for pile number 3. What is the advice, please, Spirit, for pile number 3? Thank you. Helpful people. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, pile 3. I love this for you. Helpful people and improving health, okay? What is best for your health right now? What is best for your highest good? What makes your nervous system feel good? Who makes your nervous system feel good? What feels like a healthier choice, okay? Are these people, you know, falsifying being helpful, okay? Do they feel like, you know, a gang of helpful people, but actually it's the misery loves company mentality of this crowd, okay, that this person kind of comes with? Or is it a crowd that is elevating and working on themselves and expressing themselves vulnerably so that they can learn from each other, so that they can move forward and not live in this kind of perpetuating loop of honestly, of darkness, okay? Of darkness. That's exactly what I get. I get dark eyes, I get dark at night, I get dark vibes from this side. Over here, it feels like your chakras are aligning. It feels like you are bringing yourself back to life through your healing, and that is amazing. Through that feeling of feeling open, of feeling like it's a brand new day again on your life, of coming out the other end of a hard time, through that, you'll be able to see the healing energy for you. You'll be able to see the healing type of partner for you. You'll be able to see a toxic person versus a healed person, a toxic person versus a person you can build something sustainable with if that's what you're looking for, or someone that just isn't going to hurt you, okay? Or does not have intentions to do that. That is really, really interesting, pile number 3. I think it's very synchronistic what has actually come out here. So, of course, please use your best judgment. I want the best for you. I really resonate with this. I think with a lot of people can resonate with being in this position and being confuddled by someone like this. But I really think that if you focus on what is best for you and what feels good for you, you're not missing out on anything by getting your stuff together, including your health, okay? Because you only get one shot, one body, one mind, one spirit. What are you doing with it, okay? Ask for help from the right people and you will step up, you will improve, and you will actually get the love that you deserve. Look after your beautiful selves. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know in the comments below how it does resonate, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.